If you have been searching for a one-time payment option for digital product and course platform, I have the thing for you. Hi, my name is Eva and I've been a digital product creator for more than a decade already, and I can say with full certainty that I have tried and tested so many different platforms. I know firsthand that finding that perfect fit platform can be an uphill battle. There sometimes are just, first of all, too many different options, right? There are so many options to choose from. How do you even decide? And by the way, I do have a free product platform guide available as well. You'll find a link to that in the description. This guide will lead you through different product platform variations and pros and cons, and what might be the best direction for you to take. But today, I want to talk about platform that is a one-time payment option. Because let's be honest, those platform subscriptions, they tend to pile up really fast, and platforms have all the freedom to increase their price at any point without you being prepared for that shift. So instead of that, many creators opt in for one-time payment platforms. But here's the deal, there are not that many. One of the one-time payment platforms that has been around for several years already is ThriveCart Learn. However, in my personal experience, I have found that there are quite a lot of user experience issues with the ThriveCart Learn. And one of the main reasons why so many people have opted in for it, if you are in that bubble where there are many ThriveCart lovers, is the simple fact that ThriveCart has an amazing affiliate program, okay? So people are talking about it a lot, they're sharing about it a lot because they are making money out of it. Today, I want to also share an affiliate link, okay? Full transparency. However, this is the type of platform that user experience wise is just a lot more fun than ThriveCart Learn. And if you are searching for a one-time payment platform to upload and sell your digital products, have that full student portal, the checkout, upsell options, and all the other nitty-gritty things that you may need, this one might be for you. Okay, before we dive into a full walkthrough, I have to note a few things. First of all, Teachery just recently have announced a huge price increase for the first time in a decade. So until August 15th, you can still get their old lifetime price for $550. You're getting full access to all of their features and everything that is about to come to the platform as well. So all the future updates, the 4.0 version as they're calling it, will be available to you as well. Then the price is going up to $750, and later the price is going up to $950. Now, it may sound scary. These price jumps will not impact you if you are enrolling in the $550 option right now. You'll find a link to that below in the description. But along with that comes this exciting update, Teachery 4.0. So there are a few things to note here. So Teachery originally was a course platform. That was their main focus. And in fact, that was one of the main things I mentioned time and time again when talking about Teachery, that yes, you can upload and sell other products as well, but courses and having that course curriculum space really is their focus. As of recently, so I'm recording this in July 2026, and around 2 or 3-ish months ago, they announced that now you can easily upload and sell any other digital products as well, which means that it's not only a course space anymore. Now you can also sell and upload, for example, ebooks, any templates, or any other type of digital products that you may have. However, this 4.0 upcoming version will be even better, as it will first of all have a community space as well. In fact, the review that I myself wrote about Teachery like a year or so ago, one of the biggest downsides that I included is the fact that there's no community space. Because today, many courses revolve around having a community. Many creators want to include community aspect to some extent, or they want to specifically launch a product that will have that community included, and they want to have a platform that has that option. So now, upcoming version of Teachery, which is not available yet, but will be available most likely in the following months, it will have the community as well. And that $550 pricing will be including those updates for you as well. So the community is one thing which is really exciting, and they did have a bit of a preview of how is that going to look like. It looks a lot like Circle Community, a bit of a simplified version of that. If you are familiar with Circle, Circle is one of those community spaces that is just really well designed and nice to be in. Plus, there are many different features. So now it seems that they will basically take a simplified version of Circle and bring that as their community feature, which honestly looks really, really nice. Now, along with that, they're also promising some other updates like memberships. I'm not sure exactly how is that going to look like. This might mean just a bit of a different type of a product because technically you can launch a membership right now as well, but I would guess that that membership feature will just be a bit of a different product. In another update that has been mentioned is the update to the user interface, the update to the general platform itself, but also improvements in how you can manage it. So now we will walk through the platform and I will show you what it is now. Before August 15th, you can still enroll for a lifetime deal, one-time payment, and nothing else you have to pay for it. You can enroll in this deal before August 15th and get all of what it is now, plus all the updates that are coming. Later, the price is going to be increasing and the actual user interface might change a bit as well. We will probably circle back to it once it does. And one more quick thing from me before we dive into that walkthrough. I just want to talk about how Teachery is compared to other platforms and other options out there. So the one biggest downside of Teachery is the simple fact that they don't have video hosting, which means that you have to upload your videos elsewhere before you can put them on Teachery, before you can actually put them in your courses and any other offers. This can be rather easily solved if you upload your course on YouTube as unlisted videos or subscribe to Vimeo or any other video hosting platform. Vimeo costs around $10 per month, maybe. I'm not sure on the exact pricing, but it's not too much and you can basically just upload all of your content in there. So that is the added subscription that you will have to pay. One thing I want to note though is that if you are looking for one-time payment option, one-time payment platform, they usually don't have this video hosting feature because video hosting for the platform is one of the most expensive things to pay for. So for them, it just doesn't work out to provide you that without that subscription fee. So there's no video hosting, and also Teachery does not position themselves as all-in-one platform, which technically is not something you need unless that's specifically what you're searching for. But it's just something to keep in mind if you want to kind of build out everything in one platform, in which case some other options might be a better fit for you. But if you are looking at a space where you can sell your digital products, where you can have checkout, you can add upsells, you can have the thank you pages, and make sure that your students are easily getting access to all of your content, plus it's a well-designed and fun to use space, then Teachery might be the way to go. Okay, so when you enroll in Teachery, this is what you're gonna see, and you can see that here they have courses and themes, products, hubs, customers, and analytics. Very simple, very straightforward, and your first step might be to create a new course or theme. Theme is a package of offers, basically a bundle. So I'm not sure why they're calling it theme. It doesn't seem like the best type of a name for it, but maybe they will change it in the update. So for now, we're gonna create a new course. I'm not gonna do the walkthrough of the theme creation. It's quite similar. We're gonna do the course. I will call it very originally a course, and then we're moving on. Here you can see that you can choose the fonts, the colors. We're gonna just choose something to begin with. There might be more options to switch these things up later down the line. As they are promising some updates for the customization, that might be an option. But for now, we have some good options to start with. Here you can see that you can upload header image. I'm just gonna upload whatever I have here. Be mindful of the fact that these usually have specific sizing, so there are many different variations like how you can make it look like. For now, I'm just updating something random, so the size might be a bit off. And here, right away, the next step is to outline your lessons. I will call it lesson 1. You can add a sub-lesson. That's where we're gonna leave it at. So now how do people enroll? Is it gonna be free, paid, or multiple prices? What I really like is that they have this multiple prices option, where you can choose how the payment is gonna be. Is it gonna be monthly, annual, or they can pay what they want? Honestly, I see a lot of platforms offering this pay what you want, but I haven't seen that many people using it. Anyhow, I'm gonna choose just one-time option. I'm gonna put it at 49. I don't have my Stripe account added to this just yet, so there will be some announcements about the fact that like I have to add it, but it's not that important. Now, what happens after they enroll? You can take them directly to the course, you can show them a custom message you write yourself, or you can send them to a page on your website. Now, if you have a website, this is where you can choose to actually build a thank you page with an upsell or with another product, with another further step invitation on your website. And then you can add this page here, or it can be just a simple thank you page, obviously, up to you. So here we're gonna click create my course, and the next step here you can see is open full editor, which now gives you kind of full control. Okay, this image is just way too big. This image is way too big. I will just delete it for the sake of myself because I don't want to keep looking at the size of it. You have to make sure that you're sizing all of these things correctly so you know they have a nice look. Here you can add the logo, the image, here's the course progress bar, and this is the first page that those who enroll will see, so the actual page of the course. The best thing about this is that you have options to add different types of content. So this is a bit different from most other platforms. You can easily add a video, you can add an image, you can just write text. This can be their invitation to take that next step. You can let them know what are the first lessons to get started with, what should they do before they get started, or just do a warm welcome. I really like the fact that they have this interface where you can kind of do whatever. Here you can see that you can add more lessons, add more sub-lessons. Now, my personal beef with this a bit is that the user interface, like this menu on the left, is a bit confusing. But I would say that it's just a matter of getting used to it, of actually playing around and understanding what is what, right? So here we have actions. You can actually set a course starting date, you can have an expiration date, you can add free lesson. And here on the left side, we can see course pages, payment pages, login pages, landing pages. So we have many different pages to work with. Here we have the main payment page. Let's just go to that. And this is how it currently looks. Now, the best part about this, which is something that not that many other platforms are offering, is the fact that you can actually customize the checkout. So first of all, here are the pricing details, the same thing that you already filled. You can fill the description, add the image, add the download, which in this case we will not have because it's a course, but if you're creating a digital product, you would have a download that they can download at that point. And if we go to design, this is where you can actually design it. I really love that. You can actually change the colors. So honestly, I love the fact that you can change the colors here because again, it's one of those things that most platforms you can't really fully customize, especially platforms like Teachable, Thinkific. Then we have the next page. We have after payment section where you can choose where your audience is going to be taken to. And here we just have some basic settings. You can add some tracking codes if you need. The payment settings, you can add the countdown timer and see some other features here too. Now, I'm not gonna do a full walkthrough through everything, but here you can see the analytics, you can add the promo codes, and you can add upsells. Now, adding upsell means that you are adding another product that will be offered to your audience as they are checking out. Another option, you can also preview some of the other pages. There's authorization, there's a success page that they're gonna see, and the login pages. So actually that is one of the other things that I love, that you can actually see and customize these pages as well, because usually they're just as they are, but here you can easily like change the text, add any additional information if you may want to. I would suggest keeping these extremely simple because that's kind of the way they usually are. You don't want to confuse your audience with like many different options on the page. But again, I just love that you actually see all these options and you have control over that content. Now, before we go to landing pages, let's see style your course. You saw that when we got started, you had an option to choose just basics. When we just got started, you saw that you have an option to choose from several different combos of the color palettes and the text. So here you can actually fully customize it. You can actually choose any colors that you want, and the same goes for fonts as well. So here are the current fonts, and you can either add something new or choose from what it is that they already have. Additionally, another bonus is that you can also add custom CSS if you want to customize your space more. One trick that I would suggest if you want to play around with additional like code, but you're maybe not as much into developing or you haven't really done any code work before, what you can do is you can ask ChatGPT to generate the code you may need. Of course, this will be a bit of trial and error. This will be a bit of a learning curve, and you definitely need to test things out before you fully publish them. But yes, you can add custom code. That is important thing to note. And again, you can see that when I'm going through this experience, this menu is a bit annoying because I don't always know where I'm going, but it's just a learning curve. That's what I keep telling myself. So here you can see course emails. We have welcome email, course completed email, lesson unlocked, and new affiliate email. So obviously, depending on the way you set up your course, not all of them will be relevant. But this is another great thing that you can actually customize them. Okay, I love the fact that you can go into these emails and actually write what you want to write. Because on some platforms, it's very hard to customize them, or it just doesn't always work the way you would want to. Now, when it comes to email marketing, I want to note one important thing. Teachery doesn't particularly offer email marketing. They do have these base emails like the welcome email, course completed, and so on, but they don't offer email marketing as a whole. So for you, if you already have an email marketing software, you can easily connect Teachery with the software. They have built-in connection with Kit, MailChimp, MailerLite, and one other one that I forgot at the moment. But you can easily just connect, and that means that whoever purchases the course, they automatically get added to your list. If you don't have direct connection with your email marketing software, what you can always do, you can use Zapier to connect the platform with your email marketing software. And that is where all the further emails are happening. If you are starting from ground zero and you don't have an email marketing software just yet, you would want to start with that as well. I personally use MailerLite. I really love it. It's very easy to get started, and I do have a free plan to start with as well. So make sure to explore that. Now we have course settings where you can manage the main information. You can duplicate your course if you want to create a similar product and edit some other options. Now let's go to landing pages. So I will create a sales page. Here you can actually choose, and this is one other thing that the 4.0 upgrade is kind of promising, that there will be more templates to work with, which is exciting. So here's a block builder and there's original template. I'm gonna start with a block builder because generally block builders are a bit more flexible, because you are literally putting the page together from different blocks. It's kind of self-explanatory. Okay, so here on the left side menu, and I'm not gonna go too deep into it all, I just want to show you some options. I'm not gonna fully design the page, but you can see that they have many different page options, so many different layouts that you can use, and once you click on it, you have it here and you can easily update everything. I really love that. Here are specific content blocks and some other options to work with. Another great thing that they have is an AI assistant. And I know that not everybody loves AI assistants these days, but ultimately, if you want to try to make some changes without doing much yourself, you can use the AI assistant and ask for it to make these updates. They might not always work because they don't always work as great, but sometimes it's really worth it trying. So you literally just choose from sections, you add them on the page, and you can customize everything. I honestly love this page builder, and it's a lot more flexible than many others. Okay, now we can go to the section called products. Here you can add a new product, which is not an online course, but you will also see your courses here. Then we have hubs where you can kind of combine everything. It's like a sales page where you just put all of your courses, all of your offers, and then you can share it for somebody to see everything that you are offering. Basically just a sales page for your offers. Then we have all the customers that have enrolled and the analytics. Okay, I hope that this gave you an insight in what you can expect on the other side. There's a lot you can manage, a lot you can customize. There's a lot you can do. And if you are interested in checking out Teachery before the deal goes up, make sure to check the link in description. The price goes up from $550 to $750 in August 15th. And if you are undecided, you can definitely check out my free product platform guide and explore what are the different options you can choose from. Other than that, that will be it from me for today. You can always connect with me on Instagram at Course Creation Lab and leave your questions below.